Good afternoon, everybody. Today is July 30th. We're just a couple days now from August 2022, and I am about ready to enter my golden decade. I will be turning 50 in less than a month. This morning, I watched a video that talks about vertical versus horizontal morality, which is the title of this video. When we get deeper into the video, I am going to share the video that I saw on TikTok where a young lady explains what this means. I just wanted to preface this that my whole life I have known that I think and see differently about the world. Now, I don't know what's caused this. I suspect it may have something to do with the realm of epigenetics, which is what I am planning on getting to on my second book when I launch a social media platform that I hope to do as a data mining effort, that I want to spend 10 years slicing and dicing the whole world right down to tribes and all kinds of cultures and microcultures throughout the world. I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts and bits and pieces of all that right now. That will at some time later on this year, possibly next year, before I really get diving into that. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to get together right now. But in the course of my whole life is I have sort of realized that I see the world differently. I don't understand why. I wasn't raised in any sort of way. I was raised in a fairly racist hierarchy kind of family structure, going to church, again, a hierarchy kind of structure, even schools and everything. I could never understand how people could see other people as lesser, particularly when it comes to race and all these things. I have made this clear before. As far back as I was 8 years old, I knew that I seen the world differently. And there's just a lot of situations I don't understand. Even when it comes to high school sports, and I just don't understand this vision and this thing of being better than someone else. Now, I used to be a bartender in South Beach, Florida. I worked at one of the trendiest restaurants in the beach. And even when I was doing that, I had, Mike Tyson come to my bar. There was just a lot of different kinds of people, professional actors, models, everyone saying, oh, look at who that is, this and that. None of that ever has meant anything to me. Someone's stature, their wealth, or even the opposite, their poverty has never made me look and think and see that one is better than the other. I have always had this mindset. Again, I have no idea where this comes from. In my youth, in my toddler to, adolescence and growing into a man, I just knew that I seen everything different. Which is even odd because I was very, very dedicated to religion, and the structure of a man being over a woman and all these things just never sat with me right. I just didn't. I either was dismissive or just I didn't spend a lot of time with it. Other than the fact I was always knowing that I thought differently. So from a lot of different examples in different places. And knowing that I think differently, it didn't make any sense to me until this video this morning. So here's that video, and I'll just let you watch that for a minute.
So a while ago, I heard about this concept of vertical versus horizontal morality. And I'm not religious, but I have conversations with religious people a lot. And so a topic that comes up frequently is like, well, where do your morals come from? And having this concept of vertical and horizontal morality gave me this really profound way to visualize these mental frameworks. And so I wanted to share it. So vertical morality is when you view the world as a hierarchy. So you are here and your authority figure or God is here. And they set forth a set of rules, and that is the morals and ethics that you are supposed to live by. And you abide by those rules based off of some system of rewards and punishments. But in a horizontal framework, you view the world in a horizontal structure. And so you get your morals by observing whether or not your actions and the actions of others positively or negatively affect those in this horizontal plane, so like other humans. And so you are mostly motivated by the positive and negative effects experienced by those around you. And if it's a positive or negative effect, that's how you decide whether it's an ethical or moral way to act. Where if you work in this vertical structure, you are more motivated by the positive or negative effects experienced by you as an individual and whether or not you are going to be rewarded or punished for your actions. And if you view the world in a vertical structure and you are able to visualize someone being above you, then it's also more easy for you to visualize people being below you and worthy of less than you. Where if you operate from this horizontal framework and you decide what is ethical and moral based off of the positive and negative effects experienced by those around you, then you're also more easily able to see everyone as equal, and you're going to be more of an advocate for equity. And having this sort of understanding of how different humans operate and how their mental framework allows them to think and act is just really interesting to me.
You can tell. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this video. It's been a couple days since I actually did the first part. Even that morning, having spent a few hours thinking about the video that I watched on TikTok, I was trying to kind of think about what this all meant to me, because this is essentially new information. So I'm sort of trying to process how this all relates. So basically what she's saying is it's more about how you relate to the social structure and rewards and punishment. And just for example, if you're an authoritative manager, you feel that you have authority over those below you. So you would subscribe to a vertical morality. Now, if you subscribe to a horizontal, then it's more about how does everyone sort of work together. And depending on how someone is affected is how you react. Someone who's more on a horizontal morality thing is more about equality with one another. Now, I'm going to kind of break this up into 3 parts. The second part, I'm going to kind of talk about how I feel that it personally relates with me. As I said, this is new information, so I'm still kind of processing it. But I am going to kind of talk a little bit like how I'm going to relate it in the second book. So like I said, I'm not going to spend much time on it here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this video off. I don't want it to be too long. The next video is going to be about how it relates to me. The third video is going to be kind of like give you an idea of how it relates in the world, in your relationship with the world. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you give yourself opportunity to kind of think about what this means, and maybe as you walk through the next couple of videos with me that'll be super short, it can kind of give you as well as me a better understanding. And like I said, I'll explain that in those videos. Anyhow, I am thankful you came back to watch my YouTube channel. Feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, like, whatever you want. Engagement really helps to kind of build the algorithm, such like that. It also helps me to see if this is something that you are interested in, and it also can help me to help process the information depending on what your feelings are. So please go ahead and leave a message and your thoughts and all that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.